Ancient civilizations hold a special allure. They speak to us across millennia. Their stories are tales of human origins. We are drawn to their mysteries. We seek to understand their achievements. These societies laid early foundations. They shaped the course of history. Their echoes resonate even now. These distant lands connect us. They link us to our shared past. Studying them reveals human ingenuity. It shows our capacity for change. Humanity's journey is very long. Ancient peoples took the first steps. They moved from simple to complex. We learn about ourselves from them. The dawn of civilization is captivating. It marks a fundamental shift. Humans began to live differently. They started building settled communities. New forms of organization appeared. This was a true revolution. It happened in specific places. These places became innovation hubs. Mesopotamia is a prime example. It is often called a cradle. Here, many crucial developments began. It was a land of great invention. Its importance cannot be overstated. Understanding Mesopotamia is key. It helps unlock human history's start. It shows how our world began. Mesopotamia means land between the rivers. This name comes from ancient Greek. It refers to a specific region. This region is in Western Asia. It lies within the Tigris-Euphrates river system. Much of it is in modern Iraq. Parts extend into Syria and Turkey. It was a fertile and dynamic place. This area forms part of the Fertile Crescent. This crescent arcs across the Middle East. It was a zone of early agriculture. The land here was rich. This contrasted with nearby deserts. The rivers provided vital water. This made farming highly productive. Civilization could flourish here. Mesopotamia's location was significant. It became a crossroads of cultures. Different peoples met and mixed here. Ideas and goods flowed through it. Early trade routes developed across this land. This interaction spurred further innovation. It was a center of ancient exchange. Its position fostered dynamic growth. Many different groups lived here. The Sumerians were among the earliest, then came Akkadians and Babylonians. Later, the Assyrians rose to power. Each group contributed to its culture. Mesopotamia was a true melting pot. This diversity enriched its civilization. It created a complex, evolving society. The Tigris and Euphrates rivers define Mesopotamia. These two great waterways were its heart. They brought life to an arid region. Without them, civilization here was impossible. They provided water for drinking. They also watered the thirsty land. Their presence was truly fundamental. People settled along their banks. These rivers made large-scale agriculture possible. They carried nutrient-rich silt. This silt was deposited during floods. It made the soil extremely fertile. Mesopotamians developed irrigation systems. Canals carried water to the fields. This led to abundant harvests. Food surplus supported growing populations. The rivers also presented challenges. Their floods could be unpredictable. Sometimes they were destructive. Managing the water was essential. This required cooperation among people. Communities had to work together. They built dikes and reservoirs. This need spurred social organization. It also drove engineering skills. The Tigris and Euphrates shaped society. Settlement patterns followed the water. Cities grew close to the rivers. The rivers were transport routes. Boats carried goods and people. Water was a central theme in life. It featured in their myths and beliefs. The rivers were truly dominant forces. Section 4. Innovations that shaped the world, writing and the wheel. Mesopotamia gifted us writing. This was a monumental achievement. The system is called cuneiform. It means wedge-shaped. This describes the marks made. It developed from simple pictures. These pictographs represented objects. Over time, it became more abstract. It could then express complex ideas. Scribes wrote on clay tablets. They used a reed stylus. The stylus pressed marks into wet clay. The tablets were then dried. Sometimes they were baked for permanence. Many thousands of these tablets survive. They provide invaluable information. They tell us about daily life. They record laws and literature. The wheel was another key invention. It first appeared in Mesopotamia. Its earliest known use was different. It was used as a potter's wheel. This happened around 3500 BC. This helped create better pottery faster. Later, the wheel was adapted. It was used for transport. Chariots and carts appeared. These inventions had a huge impact. Writing transformed communication and administration. It allowed for complex records. The wheel revolutionized transport and industry. It made moving heavy goods easier. It also changed warfare with chariots. These innovations laid crucial groundwork. They were foundations for later progress. Section 5. The birth of cities. Urban revolution in Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia saw the world's first cities. This was a profound transformation. People moved from small villages. They gathered in larger settlements. These were true urban centers. Uruk is a famous early example. It grew to a significant size. Cities became centers of power. There were also hubs of culture. Mesopotamian cities had clear organization. Temples were often central. These were called ziggurats. They were massive stepped pyramids. Palaces for rulers were also built. Many cities had strong defensive walls. These protected the inhabitants. Streets and districts developed within. This marked a new living scale. City life led to social stratification. Different classes of people emerged. Priests and rulers held high status. Scribes were important for administration. Artisans specialized in crafts. Farmers supplied food from surrounding areas. This specialization of labor was new. It was a hallmark of urban society. It fostered interdependence among people. Urbanization had far-reaching consequences. It required new forms of governance. Formal laws were developed. The famous Code of Hammurabi is one. Economies became more complex. Trade and markets expanded significantly. City living was a new experiment. It fundamentally changed human society. It was a new chapter. Section 6. A lasting legacy. Mesopotamia's influence through time. Mesopotamian culture did not vanish. Its ideas and practices spread widely through trade networks and conquest. Neighboring cultures adopted its innovations. Its influence reached many lands, including the Levant and Egypt. Specific contributions are still visible. Mesopotamians were keen astronomers and developed the zodiac. Their timekeeping systems influenced ours. We still use a 60-minute hour from their base 60 maths. Their legal traditions were pioneering. The Code of Hammurabi set out laws and punishments. It aimed for justice and order, influencing later legal systems. Religious and mythological themes also spread. The Epic of Gilgamesh contains a flood story with parallels in other cultures. Creation myths and divine narratives originated here, becoming part of a wider heritage. Their stories echoed through centuries. Section 7. Echoes of the Past. Why Mesopotamia still matters. Mesopotamia was truly a cradle. So many firsts occurred there. The first cities arose from its soil. The first writing system was invented. The wheel began its journey there. Organized government took shape. Formal laws were first recorded. Its contributions are fundamental. They are building blocks of civilization. We can still learn from Mesopotamia. They faced challenges we recognize, managing vital resources like water, coping with urban population growth, developing social organization systems. Their solutions and struggles offer insights. History provides valuable lessons. Their past can inform our present. It helps us understand long-term trends. Studying Mesopotamia enriches our understanding. It reveals our shared human story.